What's up, guys, and welcome back to LA Noire. This is A Walk in Elysian Fields. Origami and candles. Seems just a little bit sketchy.
House fire, bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
So another house fire with victims. We're talking about Elysian Fields again, which is what we were dealing with in our last case.
Poke me in the nose.
We put 2 guys away in the last case. Technically, it says that we judged the wrong one. I still don't buy that. Somebody in the comments said we should have gone back and re-interviewed the last guy, and that gives you the last clue. But regardless, both of those guys were definitely guilty of something or other. They were both being put away. So really, we shouldn't be dealing with Elysian Fields anymore. You know what I mean? Like, we should be, unless they have another supplier, another arsonist, that sort of thing. Guess we'll get to the bottom of this.
I hear about Rancho Escondido.
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget I.
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance
Shame
unit,
about
any
Jeff.
central unit.
Garrison
Identify.
Biscuit's been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
I don't know, man. It's interesting. There's definitely something very bad going on with this development company and stuff, so hopefully we're going to be able to put a stop to it. It's kind of cool that we've got cases that span multiple, like, individual cases, you know what I mean? So we might eventually be able to put all this together. Ooh, almost hit that person there. Siren's off because it's annoying and I don't like listening to it. Just like I don't like listening to you complaining. So you just be quiet. Here we go. Gonna try to make it through to our objective here. Taking some of these side streets and stuff. Looks like we could bang a left here, take a right on this next street. Watch out for the truck.
Son of a bitch!
We're fine. Don't worry about it, bro. Everything's alright. They'll write that off. It's just a part of the case, man. Here we go. Made it to the crime scene. House fire, 11:57 a.m. Suburban Redevelopment Fund on the billboard up there behind us. Oof. This is a big 2-story house. All right. Well, looks like we've got Carruthers waiting for us. See what he's up to.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Oh, don't tell me that. Do not tell me that.
Do you have a name?
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Were they tied up?
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
What?
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Bro, this is so messed up. He's got him in, like...
What are you doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Okay. I mean, I don't... We've got evidence all over the place. Looks like this is the photo that survived.
Think about how many people have died in this world.
You catch all the
And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs.
No, I have not. Show some respect.
Dude, that is just
It's our
awful.
boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual.
Yeah,
Phelps.
that's messed
I know
up.
you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
You could be right. Can you come up with an alternative
I'm
explanation?
sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Okay.
Evidence?
Jesus.
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
What is Biggs doing out here? Something's got him bothered.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me, and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Nothing like some good old police
You remember the
brutality,
list
huh?
From the travel agent.
This guy deserves it.
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
So this is all linked.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
Looks like there was a neighbor in that house over to the left. Okay. So we could potentially go interview him. I feel like we should look for a little bit more evidence, though. We didn't actually run through the house or anything here. I saw they did have some evidence letterings out and about. We've seen A and B so far. Oop. So we're looking for a C. Hairbrush.
Doesn't look like anything.
Nothing there. Not gonna be able to go upstairs, that's for sure. Downstairs. Looks like this is largely untouched. Flooded, but not burned. We just had something pop up. Is this the water heater here? Can I see this? We gotta find the water heater. Oh, this... pliers. What's on the wall right here? Nothing. We gotta go outside and look for the water heater for sure. Oh, dude, that is so sad. Got a hammer here. That hammer's not gonna mean anything. Can't check that. Can't go through there. I don't like the little tricycle and stuff. The big wheel. This is just awful, dude. Looks like this is the kitchen over here. Yeah, we've got to find a, gotta find, like, the cause. Gotta find causation. Something just beeped at us over here. What beeped? Flashlight. Not gonna be anything. Okay. Can we open this up? No. Alright. Let's do a scan around the outside of the home. See if we can find that water heater. Oh, here we go. This is C. This is what I was looking for. Insta-heat.
Looks like the same model.
Reginald Varley. I mean, that's the guy that we That's the guy that we put away, and they told us we got it wrong. Have you seen anything, sir? Nope, he's not going to tell us anything. All right. Nothing back here, really. Can't go into his shed. Ooh. Burnt down the whole fence and everything. This guy's got a 2x4 through the window, but I guess it could have been worse for him. I mean... You guys see anything? What is this? There's something on the ground. Cigarette butts and footprints?
Someone was keeping watch.
Calderon.
Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Calderon? So they went through, they had the time to go through 4 cigs, which is what? Like at least
Whoever he was,
20
he was
minutes.
wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Okay. So somebody was hanging out here for 20 minutes leaning against this tree watching the fire. That's suspicious.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Very unlucky. We've seen a lot of unlucky people in the past couple of episodes.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Looking off into space, swallowing hardly. I don't want to assume he's lying off the start. I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I feel like he's lying.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Oh, so he's upset about that. Okay.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Dude, he's got this same tell where he's looking up to the right the whole time.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Next to your
Hey,
fence
now that
and
you
your
come to
yard.
think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
It seems like you know an awful lot about him, even though you just told us that you didn't know him. So I've got my eye on
You
you.
said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Didn't you say that they should have traded up or whatever? That's very... This
Whatever
dude's
you
giving
thought of
himself
Morelli,
away.
His whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You gotta love when they give you the answer earlier in the conversation. Like, come on, bro. You're smarter than that. He's getting all shifty and weird. This guy has, like, reason to potentially knock off his neighbor.
Hey,
I
I
don't
don't have all day.
He's getting pushy. He's getting antsy. I don't
You
necessarily
said the
trust
Morellis
this
had won a
dude.
weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
I'm just gonna say he's lying again because he's lied the whole time.
I need more, Mr. Foreman. Tell me what you know about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
I know nothing about it. I've never heard of them.
So he was finally
Thanks for your
being
time,
truthful
Mr.
there.
Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
Absolutely. And we've got a piece of origami.
Things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Can we open this bad boy up? What's it made of?
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Further investigate it. Looks like it's made of some sort of a
Don't
flyer.
break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
Building a Better California. We want to buy your old homestay. Call
For Elysian Fields
2800.
Developments.
Elysian Fields. So is this going to match the flyer that the neighbor's going to bring us here?
Oh, I see you already have one.
It does. Win a trip to Catalina
When did the flyer
Island.
arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
This company is crazy, dude. You would think they would think that the cops would realize what's going on when all these people that are winning these, like, houses are just randomly, spontaneously going up in flames. Of course we're gonna figure that out, dude. Looks like they want us to use the game well here. So let's see if we can get some further information and see what our next step's gonna be.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Immediately.
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe. He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Okay.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
So you want to go to Rancho Escondido instead. It looks like the Morelli house fire is still not complete, but I think we're good to go. Incomplete Elysian housing development destroyed by fire. Okay. So this is another fire location, I guess. I mean, going there first can't hurt. We might get a little bit more info that we're going to be able to use when we do go to Elysian. I'm not scared off of Elysian at this point. I'm definitely thinking that they've got a hand in this. They stand to gain the most from it, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't put it past them. Welcome to Rancho Escondido.
There are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
Looks like we've got a bit of
I'm
a
not gonna tell you again, sir.
riot
Don't
happening
tell me
here.
when and how I can come and go on my own
It
property.
is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a
mouth
fray.
son of a bitch.
Come on, then!
Oh shoot!
This is not befitting a
Okay.
GI.
We're gonna have to pacify these.
Got to do some dodging. Knock these fools out. He's down. Oh, we got another one. Woo! Come here, boy. There it is. He's down. Let's go, Colt. Oh, he's back up. Got to finish him off. He likes to get up twice. Set him down 3 times.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
All right. What are you up to here, cuzzo? Got to get up into the house somehow. Looks like the stairs and stuff are kind of blocked off. Do we have anything? And it looks like their shed was burned down. Dude, every stair is blocked off. We can't get in the house. What are you looking for? Do we have any of the water heaters on the outside, maybe? Oop. Had something ding at us. What is this? A brick? Okay. Further investigate it.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
So you're telling me their build quality isn't very
We're
good?
paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career. Let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
I mean, I don't really know how that pertains to like the thing that's going on here with houses getting burned and the actual crime. I mean, they're poor quality builders, but I don't think that's a crime as far as I'm aware. I don't know. Maybe it's linked. We'll find out. Sounds like he's down to get after it here. So we're gonna go to the Elysian Fields head office. This guy has some big time contacts in the police and in the government and stuff. So this is I mean, this is not. It's not gonna be easy to stick it to him. We're gonna have to try our best, really sticking our neck out there to do the right thing. Good news is it seems like Cole is always willing to do that, except for when it comes to being trustworthy with his wife, kids, and family. Elysian Fields, 12:38 p.m. Got a nice office here with marble and giant modern lettering and stuff like that. Seems like they like a quality build in their office. Maybe not so much on their own product.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
All right.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, dude, this office is dope.
May I help you, gentlemen?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Looks like his schedule just opened up for us, lady. Thanks for your not help.
You like a cigar?
Got her.
Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Rancho Escondido, 9,000 for the Suburban, 9,800 for the El Rancho, and 10,000 for the Contemporary. These are all of the model homes and stuff here. I'm gonna take a look around where we can. This guy obviously seems very confident, you know, offering us a drink, a smoke, that sort of thing. Kind of flexing
We're
his
investigating
muscle a little
series of
bit.
domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Well, we could start with a couple of questions.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Okay, so I don't like not being able to see his eyes. I can't see his eyes here. He looks really confident, and I want to say truth, but not being able to see his eyes has me freaked out. So I'm gonna ask the community. They say he's lying.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Yes.
The point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
Okay, I figured this
What do you
guy
know
was
about a
bad
competition
news.
for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
No, we have proof, right? We have the, I mean, can we... He's literally on the flyer. We could use the flyer, right?
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Oh, I got proof. Your face is, like, literally plastered on it.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Flexing those muscles.
You want to accuse them of murder as well?
He's trying to like divulge or whatever, divert. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a word for it when you like bounce it off and you bounce the conversation in a different direction.
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Deflect.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your
Precisely.
plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
He's lying.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
All right, we're 3 for 3 so far.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
The best that literally falls apart if you touch it?
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
Well, let's talk about your cement quality that turns to dust.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them?
If you've got them in your back pocket,
Have any
yeah.
suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for way bills. Do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension?
This guy's definitely guilty of something. I don't think he's the one burning down the houses.
Glad to be of help, officer.
But I mean, obviously, he's offering an inferior product. And
any of these names ring a bell?
Joseph Bradley, Paul Jones, Herbert Chapman. Herbert Chapman is he's from the last episode. He was the when we were at the second house. He was the guy we chased down in the street. He was the arsonist.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Okay. So we got to get outside and find ourselves a game well. But this is the one that, like, the head fire dude, I don't know his title, I'm sorry. Oh, there's a phone over here.
Man.
The head fire dude was like, oh yeah, he's a known, what's it called? Arsonist. So we're going to use this telephone here.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. released this morning, Detective.
That was a mistake.
I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thank you.
So this is potentially the guy that's been doing it all along. I mean, I recorded yesterday's episode yesterday. Like, sometimes I record multiple in a row. Sometimes, oh, hold on, we got a cutscene. I was just gonna say, like, I don't fully remember all the details. I feel like the guys from yesterday were both super guilty, though. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know how it all interconnects and entwines. Just out here drooling over Bay.
Buy me a drink, Cole?
What's up, Roy?
No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for
Piece
that.
of shit.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
So he's got his toe in it somehow.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
I can't stand that guy. Oh, jeez. Now we're back at Elsa's apartment.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
At least he's sticking with her.
He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
I don't disagree. Let's go get this son of a gun.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
All right. But let's me...
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did.
Select it.
But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
We know Jack all too well.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
Yeah, that was a little aggressive there. I'm sorry, bro. But Jack's an old friend. Ran into him a couple episodes ago. Anyway, yeah, as I was gonna say before we were doting all over our you know, I don't even know, homewrecker is what I should probably call her. Homewrecker is a good word for it. Doting over our homewrecker. I feel like all the proof that we had against everybody else yesterday made so much sense. Like I don't see how Chapman could fit into this. I mean, he's not getting kickbacks from Elysian or anything like that, but who knows? Could be him. We're gonna go find out. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. This guy's kind of a weirdo, and he was found at the crime scene of one of the very first fires, so sorry, sir. You just, you know, sort that out. Call AAA. They'll take care of you. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see how it all shapes up. But we are en route, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this no matter what. I feel like we've had a pretty good day so far. We're definitely not getting a 5-star in this one simply because of the driving. Your boy's had it up to here. Your boy just wants to solve the case. Made it to Chapman's apartment.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. Is there some kind of problem?
Let's take a look at the car.
Take a look at the car. Looks like a normal car to me. Wait a second, this is... Bro, this is the car that was at all the crime scenes. The dark red maroon car from yesterday. Can we check the back? Oh boy. He's got ammo. He's got mosquito repellent things. Wow, 45 caliber.
He's clearly armed.
Okay. So he's gonna be shooting back. He's got some Mott's kill. Looks like one of them, at least one of them.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
And what is this over here? It looks like he's got a bunch of these flyers, huh? He's got a box full of them right there. He's got a bunch of tools. Oh yeah.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Oh, this is it, Chief.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Oh, he's strapped, bro. Is he? He's still in the tram.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
How are you gonna steal a
I'll
tram?
call this in. Get some cars dispatched.
What
Car
are you gonna
11K
do?
calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously. Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
I mean, if we just stand right behind him, we should be fine. I'd be so terrified if I was in this thing. I don't know what we could do. This is, I mean, there's no way. No way we're gonna be able to.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
Oh.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Where is he? Shot dead in the middle of the street, baby. So he's for sure. So he's the man. That's why we got it wrong yesterday. I think we would have had it wrong both ways
We
yesterday.
have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
Maybe not.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
Me neither.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. It's hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
There's something deeper at work here, dude.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe.
He's definitely
what
involved.
What are you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
There's some sort of a big... There's a spider web here, bro. We just gotta uncover it. There's definitely a spider web here. Ooh. Okay.
What is it?
A letter from Lou.
I messed that up.
His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
Who's Lou?
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
That's what I was trying to do. Lips were a little bit dry. We've been talking the whole time. Oh, that's a wrap. That was kind of a short episode. 13 out of 13 clues. 7 out of 8 questions. Did quite a bit of vehicle damage. I would think that's probably why we didn't get a 5-star perfect on it. But not bad, dude. So yeah, there's definitely a spiderweb thing. A lot of different houses, or not House of Sticks is what popped up. A lot of different, things are connected here. It's good that we got Chapman. I don't think Chapman's the only one involved. I think the 2 guys we arrested yesterday were also involved. I think the Monroe guy is involved. I think potentially some of the corrupt-ass police officers are involved. So we're going to have to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to start in the next episode. I'll see you guys there.